Hello and welcome to the first ever BPC Best Picture Cast auction draft. We have no idea how this is going to go, and we're here with 8 participants here. And if you're familiar with our tournaments, this is going to social media. We are doing an actors draft, so we're bidding on actors today. They will go in a World Cup style tournament pool. And from there, we will whittle things down to 8 actors who will then have their movies entered into the tournament. We'll kind of explain as we go. Joey, how you doing?
Oh, I'm great. I can't wait to see how this great idea plays out.
Yeah,
we're boom or bust here.
You're going to be my kind of co-host, co-auctioneer,
and I'll keep track
here
of everything. I have a fancy board that my wife made us, so I'll put everybody up there so that we'll be able to have a visual too. And
yeah,
we'll keep track.
This should be available on YouTube at some point, and Chris G is manning that over there. Chris?
Thanks, Chris.
So this is how we'll do this first, and I don't know if you're familiar with an auction-style draft, if you've done that in fantasy sports, but we have come up with a predetermined order. We're going to nominate an actor, and then from there will be bids, and each player has a total of 40 imaginary dollars in their bank. When they're out of money, they're out of bidding here. So you can only work within the $40 budget. We are selecting 3 actors each, all right? So it'll be a total of 24 actors selected here today. We have no idea how long this is going to take or what this is going to entail, so bear with us. The audio is going to be chaotic as well. So hopefully you stick with us here. Joey, I think what we'll do first here is we'll go through the order of nominations, and each person just kind of say hello. I drew number 1 here in this to nominate first, so I will be the first person nominating. Next will be Grant. Grant, if you want to just step up and say hello. Yeah.
Hi.
How you feeling, Grant?
Feel pretty good. Feel pretty good. I made a little cheat sheet. So
a lot of prep, a little prep. How did you tackle this?
Probably more than was absolutely necessary.
Okay.
To be honest, but so see how it goes. It's probably going to fall apart real quick.
Okay, and we should say when you nominate here, if you nominate someone and no one bids on him, he's yours. So you got to be careful with who you nominate here. Don't get too crazy, or you'll get stuck with who you nominated for and the amount. Picking third is AJ. We welcome back AJ. He hasn't been here in a little while. This is his second draft participation. AJ, how you doing?
Hey, good. Hi, thanks for having me here. I'm really excited to be doing this with you guys, and I'm looking forward to it.
What are your confidence levels here?
I'm praying.
He's praying.
I'm praying while I'm sitting down.
He's resorting to prayer already. Okay,
yeah,
good.
but I'm super stoked. It'll be good. So hopefully some creativity.
All right.
It'll be
I love
fun.
It will be. Okay, next is Oz. Oz?
Hey, I'm very nervous. I'm already on my second beer. So,
What are you drinking there, Oz?
this is my Hulk Hogan beer.
Yes, the Hulk Hogan
real
light
American beer.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Grant's
All right.
very prepped. Don't let him lie. I'm peeking at his cheat sheet. It's pretty organized.
It looks tiered.
Yeah,
Looks tiered.
It is.
Yeah.
Do you have Oz? How many actors would you say you're interested in here in this thing? Did you come and say I want these 3 and that's it, or do you have about 15 to 20 that you like?
I think somewhere in between.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I got like 5 I really want, and
Cool.
we'll see where it goes. I don't know.
All right, sounds good. Up next will be Joey. Joey.
I'm here.
Yeah,
Deserved.
Always gets
Deserved.
good booed in these things.
That's
and it is
fine.
Deserved.
That's
And
fine.
you're working as our statisticians. You're keeping the board.
I have all
and-
this, which will help me because this feels like something I could overthink.
Yes. Oh, imagine that.
Very
Yes.
underprepared, which is great. I just have who I don't want. The rest is going to be based off vibes.
Yes,
I'm
cool.
into it.
All right, great. So the 6th nominee is Artie B, folks. Artie,
Hey,
how we doing?
doing well.
Are you feeling good in this thing? You've won one of these before, and you've done many fantasy auctions before, so you're probably one of the more experienced people in the room as far as this format goes.
Yeah, I feel pretty confident.
Okay.
Pretty confident.
Wow, one confident person so far out of 6.
I
It's
love
lovely.
this. Great.
I don't know
This
what
is
I'm confident in because I don't know how this is going to go, but
Okay, Artie, I'm sure we'll hear from you again today. Chris G, who is really focused on the video aspect of this thing.
It's all right. Now I'm in.
You're good now.
Yeah, here we
Okay,
go.
you're
Yeah.
good. What did you select over there?
I'm
as far as-
drinking Sand City.
Okay. And oops,
I
hopped
hopped in my pants. Yeah. Pretty local fare. Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm not confident. I have no
Not
idea what I'm
confident.
doing. I have never done one.
You're prepared though, right? You prepped. you
Yes.
said.
Me and ChatGPT did a lot of long conversations, and we whittled it down to a bunch of actors. All of you did On your own, without without any help. So.
You might end up drafting an Edmonton Oiler before this is done, right? Connor McDavid for $5. Okay, and finally, it's Action Steve rigging up the rear here. How we doing, Steve?
I'm doing good. Feeling good.
Feeling
glad
good.
to be
Okay.
here.
You've won many of these.
Well,
here,
you've
bud.
won the last two
Yes.
spring tournaments,
I
right?
have. This is my
Yeah.
first action draft, so I mean, I'm not action. Auction.
Auction.
Yeah, but you won comedy last year, and you won the two actions the year before. So you're in the spring tournaments.
Yeah.
A lot of pressure on you.
Yeah, we'll see. I did some prep, but it'll all go to shit, I'm sure.
Okay. Well, we'll see if Action Steve becomes Auction Steve before the end of this. I will warn the listener, there's going to be a lot of ambient noise and such. We are in a bar right now, so there's, there'll be some chatter in the background. There'll be some things going on. That's all part of the auction ambiance here. So, Joey, what do you think? Should we get started here?
I think it's time. I think
it's time.
Let's get moving.
Okay. All right. So, again, we're looking for 24 actors. You can nominate anyone who's ever been in a movie.
Right.
It can be living or dead. We are looking at male actors here for this. We have hopefully things go well, and we have an actress draft coming in the near future. So
Beautiful.
We wanted to get it right first with this before we move to the much more important actress draft. But
Probably much more popular.
I would think so. All right, so I am the unlucky one that has to go first here. Normally going first is good, but the pressure's on.
Not today.
I don't think there's any better person to start the actors draft off with the great Tom Cruise. I think that's where we're going to start. Yes. Okay. So how we'll do it is the person will nominate. We'll take a second to settle in, and then we're going to go, and it'll be a going once, going twice. And at any point, you can hop up and bid. I'll start the bidding at $1 for Tom Cruise, $1 for Tom Cruise, $5 to Oz, $5 to Oz. Anyone else bidding in on Tom Cruise here? Tom,
6 on Tom Cruise.
6 to Chris. $6 Tom Cruise to Chris. We're going to be going once.
I'll do $7.
7 to Joey. 7 to Joey. Tom Cruise, $7. $7 to Joey going once.
I'll do 8.
8 to Chris. 8 to Chris, Tom Cruise. Anyone else? Going once? Going twice? Sold! Tom Cruise to Chris. Look at that.
Bargain, baby.
And fitting, Chris was his very first Best Picture cast episode was Rain Man, so we're honing in there on that. Fantastic. Tom Cruise goes first.
I feel like that's a bargain.
It'll probably end up being a bargain, but everyone's timid right now because they don't know how the bidding's going to go.
It went at $8. Okay, so Chris, you now have. Chris has $32 left to spend for two guys. All right, so if his next bid is 31, then that $1 you're gonna have to wait until no one bids. Okay. All right, so Chris is on the board. Grant, you are up next to nominate. Grant, who you going with?
All right, Grant, let's see.
Shut the AC off? I'm sorry.
No.
I'm just looking. All right, Grant, all your prep. Where are you going?
Oh boy. I am going to go with let's do Brad Pitt for 1.
Okay, Brad Pitt for $1. Brad Pitt for $1. Okay, Brad Pitt for $1 to Grant. Anybody on the board here?
Brad for 5.
5 to AJ. 5 to AJ for Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt going once.
8.
Grant hops back in with
Okay.
$8. $8 Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt $8 to Grant going once. Going twice. Sold to Grant. All right, so we have 2 on the board here. Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt, Legends of the Screen. I will say now, if you're wondering how this is going to get down to the movies, when there's 8 left in the tournament and we're in our head-to-heads,
Right.
the people who select will then select a movie. They cannot select a Best Picture nominee. So with Brad Pitt, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is out. You have to, and you obviously can't pick something that we've done before. So if we've done an episode with this actor in it,
all
that's
the-
not eligible either.
All the tournament winners, Thanksgiving, special stuff is out.
Yes. Yeah,
Beautiful.
okay. All right, AJ, you are up to nominate, my friend. You're up to nominate.
Oh, thank you. Sorry.
That was a really good one, actually. That was really good. I'm so proud of you. So I'm gonna do this, but yeah, actually, I'm gonna nominate Gary Oldman
Gary Oldman. Gary Oldman for $1?
for $1, please.
Yes.
Okay.
$1, Gary Oldman. Okay, Gary Oldman going once. Gary Oldman going twice.
Oh,
Gary Oldman sold to the nominator. AJ gets Gary Oldman for $1. So you
Wow.
have
Great
a
value.
lot of money to spend on your last two guys there. That's pretty
A lot
good.
of movies.
And there's a lot of movies with Gary Oldman in it. Yes. Very nice. Okay, Gary Oldman on the board. All right, next nominator is Oz. Oz is hopping up here.
I will nominate Gene Hackman, and I will start it at $5.
$5.
Oh, okay.
Gene Hackman, Oz. $5. Gene Hackman. Recently deceased Gene. Gene Hackman to Oz, $5. Going once.
Great filmography.
Six
Okay.
to Grant. Grant hops in.
I will do 10.
10 back to Oz. Gary Oldman. Gary
Gary-
Oldman's still on the brain here. Gene Hackman. 10 to Oz. Going once. Going twice. Sold. Definitely going to be contender in the early rounds there. Oz, $10. Gene Hackman.
The posthumous.
Oz on the board.
That's right.
What do you have for 10?
$10.
for Hackman.
So Oz has $20 left to spend on his. No, he has $30 left to spend on his remaining. Yeah. Okay, Joey, you are up, my friend.
I'm up. You know what? I'm gonna go Heath Ledger for $1.
Heath Ledger for $1.
I'll do 3.
I'll do 4 for Heath Ledger.
7.
8.
Artie's at 8 for Heath Ledger.
I'll do 9.
9 to Joey. Heath Ledger, 9 to Joey.
10.
10 to Oz.
I'll go 12.
12 to Joey. Heath Ledger to Joey, 12.
14.
Artie's copping in with 14. 14, Heath Ledger. Heath Ledger to Artie, going once. Going twice. Sold. Artie with Heath Ledger. That's a contender right there.
Joey wanted that 10 things I hate about your episode so bad.
I did one on 1001. I'm golden.
All right, Heath Ledger on the board.
14. All right, we got a lot of noms there. That was fun. That's what we need.
Artie is up next to nominate. Arthur.
You're like Heath Ledger.
Hey guys, I nominate Daniel Day-Lewis for $1.
Daniel Day-Lewis for $1 to Artie. Daniel Day-Lewis for $1. Daniel Day-Lewis going once. Daniel Day-Lewis going twice. Daniel Day-Lewis sold to the nominator. Artie gets DDL.
You're looking less Mohicans.
A lot of his, yeah,
You're doing some research.
Yeah, you got to.
You know what? Get me to the movie round.
yeah. He'll get you there, and from there it'll be the Crucible or Last of the Mohicans.
Last of the Mohicans.
Yeah, maybe 9. Okay. $1, and Artie has a ton of money to spend on his last.
Artie's looking good.
Was it? I think so. Wasn't Phantom Thread up for Best Picture?
It was.
Yeah.
It was?
It's Last
I
Mohicans.
would never pick that.
Last Mohicans, Crucible.
The Crucible.
Crucible
All
didn't.
right.
One movie that.
You know he's getting through to the movie round. So.
He has a really
Could be.
Maybe.
We'll see. All right, that's Chris is up next.
Just kidding. Maybe.
Maybe.
No, he's not. Maybe.
Joey's just bitter. I got mine.
I'm gonna nominate Paul Newman for $1.
Paul
Ooh.
Newman for $1. I'll go $2 on Paul.
I'll go 4.
4 to Joey. 5. I'll go 6 for Paul Newman.
8.
8 to Joey. Paul Newman, $8. $8. Joey going once. Chris is going 9. Chris is going 9.
I'll go 10.
10 to Joey. Paul Newman, $10 to Joey. Paul Newman going once. Going twice. Sold. Joey gets
Good job, Joey.
Paul
his
Newman.
man crush, Paul Newman.
Hell
well done.
Yes.
$10?
$10.
yeah.
That's a contender there. He's very popular and he's got a bunch of movies to so
He has a
that's really
huge
good.
filmography.
That's pretty good. Okay. Well
so
done
everybody
there.
has except you and Steve.
Me
And
and
Steve
Steve
has
are
yet
waiting
to
around.
nominate or say a word.
Hey, I'm alive.
Steve is
All right.
up now.
Nick Cage for $1.
Nick Cage has entered the chat. I love it. Nick Cage for $1 here.
I'll go 4.
4 to Grant.
I'll go 5.
5 to Chris.
I'll go 6.
6 to Joey.
I'll go 7.
7 back to Steve. $7 Nick Cage to Steve.
I'll go 8.
8 to Grant. Grant has
We'll
Nick Cage.
go 9.
9 to Steve.
All right, Steve.
Nick Cage, $9 to Steve. Going once. Going twice. Sold. Steve lands his first actor, Nick Cage. Very nice.
Nice, Steve.
All right, this is actually working way better than I imagined it working. This is very civil and organized here.
I know, a little too civil.
Yeah, I know.
A little too civil.
Values is the hard. Like,
Yes.
At the end, we're going to be like, well, the values are going to.
The third round,
More clear.
the third round is going to be nuts.
But for the first time, like this.
It's very smooth. Everybody's been in there. We're doing things.
Okay, so we're back to the top here, and I'll be nominating again. Let's just keep the
Yep.
ball rolling.
Yeah, keep it going. You're doing
8
good.
actors on the board. We'll just say I have not gotten one yet. Artie has 2, and everyone else has 1.
Yep.
All right, and the most money spent so far is Artie with 15.
14 for Heath Ledger.
Well, the dollar for
15
Daniel
with the
Day-Lewis.
two, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
So everyone has money left.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and nominate Tom Hanks for $1. Tom Hanks for $1.
14.
14 to Grant. 14 to Grant.
15.
15 to Chris.
20.
20 to Oz. Tom Hanks, 20 to Oz. Tom Hanks, going once,
Already won a tournament, too.
going twice, sold to Oz. Oz lands Tom Hanks and Gene Hackman, 2 beloved American actors there.
I think he was 1-1. I think he was a 1 overall, honestly.
All right, so Oz has spent $30.
That's
He has a lot of great movies.
So Oz has 2 down. He spent 10 left.
$10 left to spend on one actor there, Oz. So your max bid is $10. Great.
All right, Grant, what is your second?
Let's go with Keanu Reeves for 4.
Keanu Reeves for $4 to Grant. Keanu Reeves. Keanu Reeves going once. Keanu Reeves going twice. Keanu Reeves sold to the nominator. Grant gets Keanu Reeves for $4.
Grant's like, fuck.
Oh, I'm happy with that.
It's gonna be wild to see how these pools play out with the actors and who's gonna top who. I love this. All right.
All right, so AJ.
And let's just say Grant has 1 spot left. He has spent $12.
Yeah, it's a big, so he has a
Yeah.
lot for his heavy hitter for the last one.
Okay.
I thought this was going to come down to a lot of $1 picks at the end. We
Yeah.
are not doing
no,
that.
there's going to be some bidding. All right,
Yeah.
AJ is up to nominate.
I'm gonna do for $5 Christian Bale.
Christian Bale for $5. Christian Bale for $5. Christian Bale
Anybody.
going once, going twice, sold to AJ. I almost hopped in there, but I got a little shy at the end there.
Low key that one.
Now, Artie, this is interesting. So, if Christian Bale has a higher seed than Heath Ledger, he can pick the Dark Knight over you.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll explain that. So when we get to the movie round, it's going to be how much you won by. So there'll be in the pool that advances to the 8th, there'll be first and second place ones that go, and whoever wins by the highest percentage will pick their movie first.
Right.
So
So
that
if
matters,
Christian
yeah.
Bale wins by 40% and Heath Ledger only by 38%, AJ will have the opportunity to pick first. If he were to select The Dark Knight, then Artie, you're out of luck. You got to go with Begins or Rises,
If I'm
and vice versa.
in the end, because I could realistically get outbid for anybody left nominated in this
Right.
way, right?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I just pick whoever's left.
You'll wait down until you can bid, and if you're the last person left, you just take whoever's.
You have
whoever
10,
like.
you should be all right. All right. All
right.
Oz, you're up.
Oh, you don't want to get stuck here with a $1 guy.
No, I don't have to bid on what I nominate.
No, but if you say no.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If you
if
nominate
no
him-
one if no one bids on who you nominate, Oz, your draft is over.
Okay.
Ernie Hudson.
All right.
All right, here we go.
I will take. I'll take Samuel L. for 10.
Samuel L. Jackson for $10 to potentially complete his draft. Samuel L. Jackson, $10 going once, going twice, sold to
That
Oz.
makes me feel okay.
And Oz's draft is over. Oz, you spent all your money.
I wanted him for $10 somewhere, so I was like, fuck.
All right, so Oz ends with Gene Hackman. Oz ends with Gene Hackman for $10, Tom Hanks for $20, and Samuel L. Jackson for $10. A nice draft, Oz. Congratulations.
It's a great pick. It's great.
Done. First one on the board.
That's great. All right, so I'm up. I'm going to go Ed Norton, $5.
Edward Norton for $5 to Joey. Ed Norton, $5. Ed Norton going once. Ed Norton going twice. Ed Norton sold for $5 to Joey.
Wow.
Hey, Kieran, are you drafting today?
I am. I'm waiting
okay.
for. No one on my wish list has come up yet. No one on my wish list has come up yet.
Just curious.
Hey, I don't mind picking the bones here. I don't mind picking the
I
bones.
thought Ed Norton was going to get people going. I was wrong.
Yeah.
I love it.
Artie is up next to nominate Arthur.
I feel like, I think that if he has to
I nominate Tom Hardy for $1.
Tom Hardy, $1 to Artie. $1 Tom Hardy. Tom Hardy going once. Tom Hardy going twice. Sold. Tom Hardy to Artie.
You thought I would?
Movies that weren't up for.
With that, with well, you can't do anything with it. It's imaginary. So yeah,
It's just
so
You owe it to the bar. You owe what you have left to the bar.
Artie's draft is over. Artie's draft is complete. He has Heath Ledger. Heath Ledger for 14.
This last round's gonna be great.
Heath Ledger for 14. Daniel Day-Lewis for 1, and Tom Hardy for 1. So Artie is.
You just
complete.
wanted
Good
somebody
job,
else
Artie.
to bet so you could back off of
Someone else
it.
would bid on Hardy, but I don't mind getting him.
Yeah. Okay. Artie is in the books. Chris is up.
I'm going to nominate Mr. Leo DiCaprio for $10.
Leo DiCaprio, $10. Leo DiCaprio surfaces. Chris, $10. Leo DiCaprio going once.
Right.
Leonardo DiCaprio going twice. Leonardo DiCaprio sold to Chris for $10.
Yeah.
The bidders are getting a little
Safe to
shy.
get through to the movie rounds, but then picking the movie might be a little tricky.
He's got a lot of Best Picture nominees in there.
He's the hardest.
You're really hoping for Catch Me If You Can.
He was the hardest one to figure out.
Okay, Chris, you have 18. Chris, you have $18 spent, and you have 12 left. 22 left. 22 left. Yeah. And one slot to go. All right, Steve. Here we go.
I'll do John C. Riley for $1.
John C. Riley for $1.
Steve with the last round pick.
John C. Riley, $1. Going once, going twice. Sold to the nominator. The bidders are getting a little tighter as we move on in this
Yeah.
thing. So Steve has John C. Riley for $1. That gives Steve Nick Cage for $9 and John C. Riley for $1. All right, so that's our second round in completion. We have one round left here. All right, as we conclude the second round, I still do not have anyone
Nobody.
on the board. No one on the board.
So Kieran has all $40 left.
Joey, you have 2. You have Paul Newman and Ed Norton,
Yep.
and you've spent
20.
$15.
Yes, I have 25 left. I like my team.
Grant, you have Brad Pitt and Keanu Reeves, and you have spent
12.
$12. Plenty of money to spend there. Artie, you have completed your draft. Heath Ledger, Daniel Day-Lewis, and Tom Hardy. Chris, you have Tom Cruise for $8 and Leo DiCaprio for $10. Big names over there, big names. Plenty of money to spend on your last spot. Oz, you're complete with Gene Hackman, Tom Hanks, and Samuel L. Steve, you have Nick Cage and John C. Riley, and AJ, Gary Oldman, and Christian Bale.
Beautiful.
Very nice. We got a lot of Nolan Batman characters surfacing up there. Okay, we go next now back to me to nominate. Back to me to nominate, and I am going to go with Robert De Niro for $1. Robert De Niro for $1. Chris to $2. Robert De Niro. Robert De Niro to Chris. I'll go 3. 4 to Chris. 4 to Chris. I'll go to 5. $5. Robert De Niro. $5 going once. Chris goes 6. $6. Going once. Going twice.
I'll go 7.
7
Oh, there
to
it is.
AJ.
That's all-
There it is. There it is.
Yeah. All right, $7 De Niro.
$7 De Niro to AJ. Going once. 10 to Chris. 10 to Chris, Robert De Niro. $10 going once. Going twice.
I'm gonna go 11.
11 to AJ. $11.
Like
to
AJ's
AJ.
patience with this.
De Niro going once. 15 to Chris.
Yeah,
15
Chris.
to Chris. Now, what is Chris's max bid?
Who's got the most?
He has 22.
Max bid is 22. Okay. 15. Going once.
You don't have any money? Might as well.
Going twice. 16 to AJ. 16 to AJ. What's AJ's max bid? 30.
34.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it
22.
is.
Is that a max? That's his max bid?
That's his max.
Okay.
I'm gonna go all the way.
Okay.
Ah.
AJ's doing it, so.
I didn't realize it's staying on.
All right. AJ locks him in.
I should have said something.
Well done. That was fun. That was good.
That was good. That's
That was the best one.
That's what you guys have to do.
AJ.
Yeah, you don't want to be like Artie and have like $20. Artie's got all-
Gotta put it all on the line.
For free agency.
Free agency. Wait.
It's not carrying the next year.
Half budget.
Okay, AJ has completed his draft. He has Gary Oldman for $1, Christian Bale for $5. He ended with Robert De Niro for $34.
juice of all your money. Well done. Well done.
Well done.
Good job, AJ.
Technically, he got him for 23, but that's
He's got
okay.
$24 of no picks. He's fuming. He's sitting next to me. I know he's mad.
I'm just bummed about the last.
He's mad.
He's doing that like smile when you just don't want to yell at somebody.
He hasn't had more money than you.
That's all right. Artie has one of the Hardy Boys, so they'll figure it out.
I'm just staring at Tom Hardy's name, trying to make time go backwards.
Oh, that's fucking amazing. Oh man. So now, do they not go since they're done?
Yeah, Grant is done, so he does not nominate. Oh, no, Grant is
goes.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, Grant is good.
One more.
All right, Grant.
What my match is what, 28?
Yep.
Yep.
All right, it's gonna be boring.
Thanks, producer Chris. Thank you, producer Chris.
As I was saying, I'm just gonna go 28 for Jimmy Stewart.
28 for Jimmy Stewart.
Grant, it's yours.
Wow, that's not where I thought you were going to go, Grant.
Yeah.
$28 Jimmy Stewart going once.
Well, I got the money, so.
Going twice.
29.
Artie, you are out of money and out of luck. Sold. Jimmy Stewart to Grant. Nice buy. Nice
There
buy.
has to be some classic actors on this.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Well done.
I mean, I nominated Paul.
Yeah, I had Paul Newman up there.
Yeah.
All right, Grant finishes his draft with Brad Pitt, Keanu Reeves, Jimmy Stewart. A good-looking team
Yeah,
there.
great team.
It's a good-looking team.
Great squad.
Okay.
All right. So does it go to me now?
All right, now remaining with slots here, I still have 3 slots remaining. Joey has 1, Chris has 1, Steve has 1. So those are the people who can still bid. Joey, because Oz is done,
Right.
AJ's done. Joey is up to nominate.
All right. Who do I? You know what? Timmy Chalamet.
There
How much
it
money?
is.
How much money do I have? $25.
$25 for Timmy C. Little Timmy. Going once. Going twice. Sold the disappointed Nick fan, Timothy Chalamet, to Joey for 25.
25.
All right, Joey is off the board. Grant's off the board. A lot of pressure off of me now. I don't have my 2 scary contenders here.
All right. We're moving along here.
All right,
This
so
is
next
crazy.
year we have 6. We have to get 16 people bidding, and we go 4 each because this is fun. I want to
is awesome.
extend it longer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So Chris.
Chris is up to nominate.
And Chris, you have 22.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to nominate Mr. Denzel Washington for $1.
Denzel Washington for $1.
That's who I should have said for 25.
Denzel, yes.
Yeah, 100%.
Denzel Washington, $1. Denzel going once. Going twice. Sold to Chris. Chris completes his team. I like Chris's team. Tom Cruise, Leo DiCaprio, and Denzel Washington. I think Chris will be in the 8.
left over, by the way.
with money to spend.
$21 left.
Yes, but you did, for the record, you did push it to the limit to try to get rid of it. So that's good.
I really wanted to get AJ out of the mix because I knew I'd have to battle him for Denzel.
And Artie too. Those are the two candidates there.
That's what 25. It was him and
No, I
Hardy
knew.
for my
I
last
knew.
round. I chose
It was like
poorly.
low key. I was glad I knocked you out. Who's Kieran?
All right, Steve, it's just me and you here, buddy.
All right,
Just me
Steve.
and you. So let's see if
right.
you get someone I want to bid on here.
right.
What's your max bid so we know?
My max
A lot. 30.
Okay, all right.
is
30.
30.
It doesn't really matter though, because if I
You do whatever you want.
if I like who Steve puts out there,
You
I
do
can
whatever you
go but then maybe the next guy we could be battling
Right.
against. So we'll see. Yeah.
All right.
Steve. Here we go.
$1 for Robin Williams.
Robin Williams for $1,
I almost did that, Steve. Just now.
and I'm gonna go ahead and let Steve have Robin Williams.
All right, there it is.
And now I'm straight drafting here. I did not land anyone in the auction part of the bid.
Still a lot to choose from.
Yes, and I have them here ready to go.
Please say Hulk Hogan. Please say
So first, all right, let's say Steve's team is Nick Cage, John C. Reilly, and Robin Williams. A good squad.
Be a good one.
I'm going to bid $10 for, or I guess $12, right? If we spread it out, $12 for Harrison Ford.
Okay, nice.
Harrison Ford.
I guess that's going once, going twice.
Going twice and sold.
Sold.
All right, next we are going to do Clint Eastwood for $12. And then we are going to go Gene Kelly with my last pick there.
Nice.
Gene Kelly.
Keep me off that episode.
So we have Harrison Ford,
Given to you for 16.
Clint Eastwood, Gene Kelly. Those the other Bill Murray was the other one I was debating with and would have
I had
taken.
him too listed.
Yeah. So I just don't know that the movies in the end would quite be the powerhouses. And the way I look at it, you know. Now, how are we feeling? How are we feeling here with the crew? Artie's not. Artie is not thrilled.
I'm surprised it's Matt Damon.
Matt Damon did not go. Matt Flack.
Legitimately thought
that
he
was
would
like
be
what
like
was like
all 5,
looking
7.
The pool is huge.
It's so big.
It's an interesting. This auction drafts are better than regular drafts. That's my
Yeah, a little, because you never know where it's going to go. Chris, how are you feeling with your squad here?
Do you want to just add a 4th round?
I mean, amazing. I feel incredible.
The value was so all over the place. It was perfect.
We're at
Yeah.
the 4th round?
No, this was great.
Yeah. All right. So to cap it off, I ended up with Harrison Ford, Clint Eastwood, Gene Kelly. My ideas, popular actors there,
Yeah.
and I could go with a Star Wars movie. I could go with Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, and I could go with Singing in the Rain, and I got 3 contenders to win this thing. That's how I looked at it. Joey, how you feeling?
Good. I have old Hollywood, Ed Norton from when we were growing up, and Timmy in the new world. So
Yep.
Timmy doesn't have a lot of options, but if he gets people like him,
Yeah.
more than me. So he gives me chances.
Yeah. Okay. Grant, you had Brad Pitt, Keanu Reeves, Jimmy Stewart.
Yeah, I think. I mean, Brad Pitt's just a bona fide movie star. I feel like Keanu Reeves, everyone seems to love, and Jimmy Stewart is just a beloved classic actor.
What
So-
are your thoughts with Jimmy Stewart? Because I mean, it doesn't really. No one's gonna.
I would
snipe one of those from you.
Well, I had the money, so I
Yeah.
might as well use it.
What were you think as far as
Yeah,
movies, if
movies.
he gets there?
Oh, I mean, probably Rear Window or Vertigo.
Yeah. Well, those are
Yeah.
very well could win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be interested to see how he does early on. He'll be someone who'll do
I
better
feel-
once.
yeah, I feel like it's one
once
of those-
Vertigo's up on Instagram,
God,
will
you
do
know,
better than the Twitter.
I forgot about Hitchcock. He has those.
Yeah.
He has a bunch of those movies that were not up for.
Right.
That were
Yeah.
not up for picture. That's a yeah. Oh.
He's more front end. Got to worry how he does on Twitter. I think back end. I think if he gets to the 8, he's
I don't know.
really
I
strong.
feel like film Twitter loves Jimmy Stewart, so I don't know.
we don't have a lot that's film Twitter hates here though.
That's true.
So
All right, Artie, come on up. How you doing? Talk to the class.
Remember when I said I was confident at the beginning?
You're Dark Knight or bust. It looks like.
you really went Heath Ledger hard.
Oh, I
He
actually
could
wanted
win.
him,
He
and
could
he
win.
could win.
I
That
was really
movie-
hoping you wouldn't take him.
And Joey was in on it, so you know that's a good pick.
Yeah, great pick.
Daniel Day-Lewis, I nominated. I'm happy to have him. I just thought other people would bid on him. And Tom Hardy, I'm a complete idiot. Shouldn't have said Tom Hardy for 1. I should have said Denzel for 25.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. We live and we learn.
Thank you for having me.
Chris, you're very happy.
Joey, can I take this board home, like, to have it privately?
Do whatever you want.
Because I'm so happy. I mean, I got like 3 of the heaviest hitters there is, like, and with money to spare. It's amazing.
I mean, I would be completely stunned if Chris is not in the final 8 with the
Yeah.
Cruz, DiCaprio, Denzel.
Somebody's
Washington.
getting there.
That
Yeah.
could be 3 slots. in the 8.
sense. I don't
Yeah.
understand how this happened. Dude, no Al Pacino on this list.
Al Pacino didn't make it. Yeah, Tom Hardy
Really?
had a spot.
Yeah, Tom Hardy's here. Tom Hardy for $1. Tom Hardy.
Oz, Gene Hackman,
Yeah,
Tom
I think-
Hanks, Samuel L.
I think Hanks is a contender for sure.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
especially when he gets through. Obviously, I have like a
Ton of ways.
I could kind of see how the tournament's going with his movies. Like
Right.
I got a million. I think I should have did Norton at the end instead of Samuel L. or Harrison Ford because I had Edward Norton and Harrison Ford very high on my list. I don't know. We'll see.
Samuel, you just have a
He's so
million options
likable.
for
I'm
movies.
thinking like he's so likable, and then if he gets through, I can. There's so many movies he's a supporter in.
He's in a million
You know,
things.
who
You can do
knows?
whatever you want. I mean, you have Spike Lee
Yeah.
movies popping up. So
Right.
you can
I was expecting a
do whatever you
bidding war with Grant for Harrison Ford. That was what I was
Yeah.
getting ready for.
It was between him and Jimmy Stewart.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yeah. Steve, Nick Cage, John C. Reilly, Robin Williams.
Yeah, so these are all guys that I like and would have a beer with. I think I told Joey that. That kind of was my strategy. I'm not mad at all. I like Nick Cage. I think he's got a bunch of fun stuff, some good action flicks in there. People laughed at John C. Reilly, but he's got some good movies
Yeah.
and Boogie Nights and things. I don't know what direction I would
Step
go
Brothers.
in, but Boogie Nights
Not for Best
was not
Picture.
Not Best
No.
Picture. No, somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and then Robin Williams, beloved.
Robin Williams is good.
I would love to potentially put up that or Hook or something. We'll see.
Aladdin in the mix.
Williams is my top
Yeah, I'm not mad at my list. So,
Yeah, cool. All right.
I'll take it.
And finally, AJ. Yeah. Gary Oldman, Christian Bale, Robert De Niro.
Yeah, thank God I'm not Artie. No, honestly, now that I kind of got the concept of this, really a lot of great actors up here. I'm actually looking forward with Gary Oldman. I think there's a sleeper that nobody knows about, so I'm excited to use that one. Christian Bale's got a plethora. You know, he's a chameleon. And sorry for stealing Robert De Niro, but I needed something to kind of solidify one of the greats.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
De Niro's got a lot of choices too.
Yeah, De Niro's a great choice.
Thank you.
All right, well, that does
This
it.
is great. This was
Yeah.
efficient. We have never been this efficient
No,
in anything,
we've ever done. No,
Christ.
this is great. Yeah. So you can look out for voting to pretty much. I think it's going to be the following week here. So
Nice.
this will come out on a Monday, and you can expect voting to start a few days later. You're going to go on Twitter X at Best Picture Cast. Get your votes in there. Also follow us on Instagram, and eventually that will come into play too.
For the
Also
8,
at
right?
Best Picture Cast. Yup. Get your accounts ready. Get your voting ready. It's going to get very competitive here. There will be 2 rounds of actors only drafting. I think the first round, it'll be pools of 4, and 2 from each will advance. And then the second round will be pools of 3 with also 2 advancing. So you just don't want to be the odd man out of that last one. That'll get us to 8, where it'll open up to Instagram as well. And we'll see who wins this thing. This is the first time we've done a tournament here where the movie could be anything.
Right.
It could be a sports movie. It could be an animated movie. It could be an action, drama, rom-com. It's all genres are in play here. And so it's going to be exciting. Joey, any closing thoughts, closing words?
Everybody mostly did awesome. A lot of money still on the board, but everyone except Artie, but he took Heath Ledger from me, so he gets that W.
And
He
we
gets
make
that Heath
fun of
Ledger.
Artie, and Heath Ledger could be a winner.
Heath Ledger's a
Win the
great
whole
pick.
thing. And
I was annoyed he got that from me, so I'm happy that he had the Tom Hardy botch.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, we thank everyone for listening. Get out there and vote. Let us know what you think. Who would you have nominated? Who would you have bid on? Who got a little sheepish and should have spent a little more money? Let us know. Who did we forget?
Right.
Who's the actor out there that you think could win this tournament that
There's a
wasn't
long
even
list.
selected? We want to hear the input. We want to hear. DM us, email us, bestpicturepodcast at yahoo.com, or any of the socials at Best Picture Cast. And
around.
get out there and vote. We'll see who takes this thing home.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.